Welcome to Different Walks, Different Talks.
So let's go in. Okay, so today we have Ty Tinnish here, and this is like episode 14 or 15 now, depending on how much Michael Mockery did. He did like 4 by himself as well. So if you want to introduce yourself a little bit, Ty?
Yeah, my name's Ty Tinnish. I play baseball for the Fieldhouse Pirates. I like to say I'm pretty smart. Uh, I like music, play the piano, guitar, such.
Yeah.
Other instruments.
All-rounded guy.
Very, very well-rounded, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you born here in Burlington?
Yes, I was born to Joseph Brandt. If you know where that is.
Oh, just down at the lake.
Yeah,
wow.
downtown Burlington. Yeah.
That's where I met Nathaniel actually. I got my arm dislocated, and then he fell over and broke his arm, and then that's when we saw him. And he was like high on like the anesthesia, and he was like, in a wheelchair. It was super funny.
This is the first time you saw him?
That's the first time like my dad saw him.
Oh yeah.
Because it was at the hospital because we were both in the emergency center. Yeah, that's funny.
That's good.
So you do a lot of baseball, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really know anything about baseball, and I'm kind of interested. Like, how did you get into the sport? Obviously, it's probably through your family, right? If you want to talk about it.
Sure. So my dad, he's actually a scout with the Toronto Blue Jays. He's the assistant GM. He plays a big role there. So he's like the head of scouting, whatever. Big guy there. So he obviously put me in baseball when I was younger. I started like when I was 4 or something. T-ball. We all started there. And I played bowls, Burlington Bowls. If any of you know what that is.
What is that?
It's just a rep league. So I played
Oh,
I played double A for like 5 years maybe. I went to triple A my last year bowls, and then the start of high school I went to Fieldhouse. I think that's where I really shot up in my skill.
What is Fieldhouse? Sorry, is that like a league above
Yeah, sorry.
AAA?
So Fieldhouse is a part of the CPBL, Canadian Premier Baseball League.
Oh,
It's one of, if not the best, baseball leagues in Canada.
wow.
Like people get drafted to the MLB out of there every year.
Oh, wow.
Like a few of my teammates are going to get drafted.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. So I went there in grade 9, and my development just really shot up. Yeah,
there.
I was like,
Wow. But you were early in the game of baseball, and you had like that, that gradual process when you were young.
yeah, like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
When I did tennis, I started tennis when I was in grade 9.
Oh.
No, when I was 9 years old. 10 years. No, I started tennis when I was 11, and then my dad asked the coaches, like there was some like high level kids playing, right? He's like, when is my son gonna get there? And then the coach was like, oh, don't worry, probably 4 years. But then I shot up. My ranking got to like from 300 to 30 for my age. So I was getting good at tennis, right? But then the process was I had like the injury or like a really weird hip effusion, and I was out of the thing. I was playing like provincials for under 18 when I was like 15.
Ooh.
So I was like the biggest boy as well. I was so fat. I was definitely overweight. But yeah, so like my practice, I did like 4 days a week, right?
Mhm.
And then every day there's gonna be 2 hours. Every day, like you have 2 hours of training, and that's not even much. Right?
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then like weekends will be tournaments and like inter clubs in the weeks.
Mhm.
So people like they don't understand like when you do a sport, how much time it takes away from like studying and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you want to talk about like the practice process and like how many hours you committed.
Sure. So in the off season, we'll do 4 practices a week. Tuesday, Thursday, and then both weekend days. The Tuesday and Thursday ones will be 2 hours and 15 minutes each, and the weekend ones are 3 hours each. So what is that? Like 10 and a half hours a week.
Right, and people don't realize that when you do sports, right, the facility isn't where you're gonna like where you live. It's gonna be kind of far. So that's gonna be like an hour travel time plus the 2 hours. That's 3 hours. You come back, you feel kind of groggy and tired. No one wants to study, right? So it's hard to like get the rhythm going.
Yeah, I mean, like I've done this for a while, so I'm kind of used to it. But yeah, it's definitely tough the schedule. Balancing that with school. But I mean, I do it. We get through it.
You get used to it. You get used to the pattern,
for sure.
and it doesn't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
so yeah.
Like in season 2, we'll have practices like weekdays, like 3 times a week, and then we'll have games on the weekend. So that's like 4 games a weekend, 2 games each day. So that basically takes up like the whole weekend too. So our season actually is going to start in a few weeks. So yeah. So that's coming up. I'm excited, but it gets tough. Yeah.
So what kind of workout and drills do you mainly focus on now? Like when you practice baseball?
Right now, or just in general?
Yeah,
like,
just in general, like what you do. Like
Well, so for workouts, we do different progressions. So we'll switch it up every month or so, but generally in the first starting in the off season, we'll do like heavy lifting to build strength and like muscle.
Yeah.
And then we'll gradually work into more
like more targeted for the sports type of thing.
yeah, kind of thing. Like more
like
more
dynamic training.
yeah,
right?
like we'll go to endurance, and then we'll do explosiveness to get
yeah, right. It's like tennis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you gotta educate me a bit on baseball. I know there's like I did some research in the morning. 9 innings. Let's play 9 innings. So how many hours is like a game? It says in MLB it's meant to be 2 hours, but like is that like when you play and stuff? How long does the game take?
Well, so we actually only play 7 innings.
All right.
You only start to play 9 at the university level, so next year I'll be doing that.
Okay.
But an average 7 inning game is it's about 2 hours. I mean that's like we have time limits for our games, so the time limit's 2 hours, but we'll usually finish between an hour and 40 and 2
Oh, that's
hours.
not too bad then. And
Yeah.
we have like day tournaments there, or how does baseball work? Because for tennis you have tournaments. I don't know. Baseball's kind of longer. I don't know.
No, so you can like
It's like a weekend tournament.
yeah, like we there's not many tournaments in Canada. So well, like for tournaments, we have to go down to the U.S. and play in like Ohio or like wherever, Indiana. So we can go down there for like a week and play tournaments there. It's a good experience there. Yeah.
Yeah, like my longest game of tennis I played against somebody at like my kid level back in provincials was like 3 hours. It's just me playing against another kid. It was
One
like
game?
what? Yes, one game, 27 degrees. I was like dying. I was like, it got to 30 degrees. I was dying.
Jeez.
And you just keep playing because like it's like noon ball level, so everyone's just shooting it up. No one's really going for the kill. Like not good enough. And then right after that, they give you a 10-minute break. It's like, all right, you're on the next round.
Yeah.
Because like at the start of for like the day tournaments I go to, they take so long for scheduling because all the courts are taken up by all the kids. But then like when people start leaving on the knockouts, when you get to the end after your 3-hour match, you have like no resting time.
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah. Okay. So in baseball, right? Like, do you specialize in some sort of field? How does baseball work? Because I know you have like outfielders and you have like the special people that are really good at pitching.
Yeah.
And there's people that are really good at like hitting. Like, does a scout or like a coach only look for a person that's good in one role, or do they look at like overall now more?
So there's really 2 main categories of players. There's like hitters and pitchers. So scouts looking at hitters, like if you're hitting, you're also gonna play defense. That's what like you have to do that.
Okay.
So like scouts will look at everything, like your defense and your hitting. As a pitcher, obviously you just pitch.
Yeah, right. That's your specialty, I guess. That's what you focus on.
Like you just go up there, chuck. But yeah, like scouts.
Do they never look at some guy that's insane at outfielding? Like they're really good, like I don't know, tactical wise and like defense or something.
So
do they look at that?
Scouts will like mainly prioritize the hitting aspect of baseball.
Right.
So if you're like a great hitter but not a great fielder, you'd probably have more of a chance to
then a really good fielder and a mid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Different from what ChatGPT told me today in the morning. Yeah, Perplexity actually it told me that a lot of coaches now look at like outfielders as well.
Yeah.
Are there specialized people that did well in MLB that was really good at outfielding?
Yeah, I mean like
some, right?
like Kevin Kiermaier, great outfielder. I mean he wasn't a great hitter, but like compared to MLB, but like compared to like everybody else, he's amazing. Like if you hit over 250 batting average in the MLB, I mean it's not great, but like compared to everybody else who plays baseball like in the world, it's like amazing. That's insane.
When you go to like these big tournament events and stuff, do you ever see some sort of kid that's like insane at baseball that pulls away from other people? Are there people like that you see?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like we'll go down to tournaments in Actually, we went to Florida over the March break,
Yeah, right.
and like there'll be some scouts at some games, having their eye on a player.
Mhm.
Obviously, like they're looking at everyone, but there's actually one of the first games we played down in Florida. There was a Blue Jay scout for a
Oh.
pitcher on my team.
Oh,
Yeah,
so he was just following him.
yeah. Like he was there watching them. I mean, I was playing, but he probably didn't care about really anybody else. But
Just
the
looking for
guy,
him. Okay.
yeah, and like a month later, he was signed to the Jays. So
Wow.
I know, really
Wait,
cool.
how old is he?
He's a year older than me.
Wow.
06.
Wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me feel like a nothing. Okay. All right. When you do baseball, there's like throws, right? There's different types of throws. I'm really interested in that stuff because in tennis, there's like sort of like similar things in terms of serves. There's like kickers, there's like slice, and like some coaches will really like it when you have that left hand because it's a benefit when you're left-handed because people don't expect that slice variation. There's like similar stuff like that in baseball, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So for pitching,
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of different pitches, and it's actually very similar with the lefties. A lefty pitcher is like
Yeah.
it's more high value
Yeah.
because like it's different. Like
It's rare in the baseball world, and
Yeah.
people don't really they don't have to practice against lefty pitchers, right?
well, like we'll practice against lefty like curveballs and machines and
but
stuff.
it's just less.
Yeah, it's like there's less lefties, so it's gonna be harder. Like you haven't seen that much, right?
Yeah, right.
So yeah, there's like, what do you want me to talk about pitching?
Like what types of different pitches are there? Like what do they do? You know,
So yeah, there's a lot. I mean, fastball. You have your four seam fastball, just straight. That's the straight one. It's just straight one. Yeah, your two seam fastball, a little bit of a different grip, but same thing. Throw it straight. It's got a little bit of arm side run, so it'll move a little bit to your arm side. So the right, if you're a righty. Um, there's different types of breaking balls, which are like your slider, your curveball, your sweeper,
what's a
slurve.
breaking balls?
So it's the ones you try and get like top spin on or side spin, something that moves like down.
Down. It goes.
Yeah.
It bites down into the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I mean,
Okay.
it's honestly your pitch, like your types of pitches you throw really depend on your arm angle. If you're more like over the top guy, then you'll have a nice like rising fastball. And
they throw it so fast the ball actually rises.
I mean, that's how it looks like when you're in the box. If you're facing somebody throwing like 95, like over the top, it'll look like it's coming up on you.
It's dipping up back up. Wow.
Yeah, it's just.
What about like the knuckleballs? I've seen like some people do throw knuckleballs. It's like just a random thing.
No.
So like, so you throw a knuckleball and then you don't know where the hell it's going.
No. So yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So it's really rare because it's such a hard pitch to master. But essentially, you just get your knuckles on the ball and you throw it and try and get the least spin possible.
And it just kind of like
it
like a
kind of
soccer
just like
knuckleball.
floats.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like a floater. It's like a floating fast one.
It's like it's random movement because the wind is just like.
That's so sick.
I don't really. I've seen videos about like how it works, but it's essentially just like moving in the wind randomly.
Oh.
So like, because there's no spin to guide it.
I see. So it's just like up to chance of like the wind during the day.
So like even like the pitcher doesn't know where it's gonna go. Like that's why if you've seen knuckleballs thrown, like some catchers can't even catch it just because it's so unpredictable.
Oh yeah.
But like I don't even know if there's a guy in the league right now who throws on.
No, it's like it's more like a gimmicky thing right now, or is it just so hard to master?
It's so hard to master, but like
it's too unpredictable, right?
Yeah, like it's been used like R.A. Dickey, Blue Jays pitcher, back in like 2015. He used it. It was gross. And actually, there's a funny story. So they got a catcher, the Jays.
What's
back
a catcher?
then.
Like the guy
Guy behind the plate, catching all the balls, all the gear.
Yeah.
So he wasn't that great behind the plate or as a hitter, but he could catch the knuckleball. So they got it like specifically.
So he was a knuckleball catcher specialist.
Yes,
just super rare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, the catcher guy, like, is he like part of the baseball team? Is he good, or is he just there just catching balls? Like, what is?
Honestly, the
catcher. Does anyone get a chance to do it? Or
that's like a specific position group.
Oh, so
like
is that catcher guy kind of like a goalie for a soccer game? So that's what they do?
Similar, but
are they more like a kicker in rugby or like football when they have the kicker guy come out and they just kick the field goal? Is that
no? I'd probably compare it more to a goalie.
Oh,
the catcher is like the team leader.
Oh, the
it's-
catcher's the team leader.
I mean,
don't
on the
hear.
field, he should be like a leader. Like he should be loud and
Oh,
he
really?
should be controlling everything.
That's
It's
surprising.
honestly probably one of the hardest positions to play in
Really,
baseball.
catcher.
Yeah.
I always thought the catcher's just there to get rid of the foul balls. What did they do? They do something
No.
for the game?
Well, yeah. I mean, like they call the pitches, right? They call the pitches. They control the game. They let the defense know what's going on.
Oh, wow! I didn't know that.
They'll obviously they got to protect the play. They got to block all the balls and everything.
No, I did not know that.
So yeah, very important piece.
So when you're batting and stuff, right? How do you guys prepare for different pitches? Do you have some sort of machine, or is it just you get guys to just throw them?
So we have machines. They're called hack attacks. And basically you can set pitches on them. So like you can set it to like a fastball. You can set it to a curveball. You can set it to a lefty curveball.
Can you set it to a knuckleball?
You know what? You probably can, but
Really, you can.
like
oh, wow.
we've never done that. That's just like because nobody throws.
No,
it,
right. So it's
you know?
useless. But so it can do all the variations.
Yeah, I can.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's missing in tennis.
Mm.
There's no tennis serving machine because if you think about it, it's so hard. I've seen one actually. It's like a machine. They roll it in and then it extends all the way to the roof
Oh
because
yeah.
it's so tall. Because
Yeah.
you need that height to come down, right?
Yeah.
And it's like such a incredible like machinery thing. And like the only people that can make such a machine, like a tennis serving machine or like a baseball serving machine, is that you have all the mechanical skills there
Yeah.
and you know the sport really well.
Yeah.
And that's like a rare combination, you know. So
yeah,
that's like
it is.
that's also why sports is so interesting. I love like the different like like curves and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So when you're hitting and stuff, do you hit different types of balls differently?
Like different pitches.
Yeah. Well,
Not really. I mean,
no.
when I'm in the box, you really just got to think about like
Your positioning and stuff.
you just got to hit the ball. Like honestly, it's hard. Hitting is one of the hardest things to do in all sports. Like the mental approach in the box is just like you have to be locked in. Like baseball is like 90% mental. Honestly,
It's like tennis.
yeah. Like
I feel like I think it was like one of the most hardest things to get good at in sports in general. It's like that baseball reaction hitting because
yeah.
you only have like 0.9 seconds. Or something.
Yeah, it's like 20. It's like 250 milliseconds to the plate.
Oh my god.
And then like a blink of an eye is like faster than that, I think.
Yeah. So wow. Did you ever like accidentally blink and you don't even see the ball just go over?
Honestly, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
I
right
do
when you
that.
get tired, like when you train.
Yeah, but it's so hard because like you have to react to the pitches because you don't know what's coming. So like
Yeah.
if you're thinking like a fastball's coming and a curveball comes, you just swing right over it. It's tough.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
it's really tough, but I mean that's why we work we do the machines every day. Like
Wow.
that's
How
what
many
we do.
hours?
Well,
Is it just guys on machines like a driving range? They have a lot of machines. Like where did you line up? behind
kind
it?
of
How does
yeah.
it-
We have cages in our facility, and we'll have like 3 machines set up. You just feed it, but we'll do that like an hour or so each practice.
Is that
So-
like something you look forward to during practice?
honestly, yeah, that's
That sounds like something that will be
yeah.
more fun than other things.
Yeah,
to do, right?
hitting's I think everybody's favorite time in practice.
So what other stuff do you do in practice? Do you practice like throwing the ball to each other, like the communication, coordination, and stuff?
Yeah. So our practice schedule is we got 3 different segments. So we have the hitting segment, the workout segment, and the fielding segment. So
Yeah, right. Okay.
so we practice in like positional groups. So I'll practice with the outfielders because I'm an outfielder.
Oh yeah.
So
Are there some guys that are like on the bases, like on the base? They
No,
have
no,
guys
no.
on the base. Wait, how does it work?
so like when we're on the field practicing, it's not like there's no infielders. It's just the outfielders.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just do like a bunch of drills.
Like what?
'cause-
Like what drills?
So I mean, we'll get hit ground balls. We'll do like reads, like routes. So we'll work on like stepping back and getting good reads on baseballs. But I mean,
What do you mean getting good reads on baseball? Sorry.
So,
I
like-
just don't know what you're saying.
so okay, yeah, that's fine. Sorry. So in a game, one of the most important things as an outfielder is getting a good read off the bat. So when
So like when they hit, you know where it's going. kind of
yeah,
thing?
so when they hit it, it's just getting a good jump to basically to where the ball is going.
Yeah.
If you get a bad jump, that's like
Then yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah, you're
that's like
basically-
that's a lot of time gone already. Like you don't know
Yeah.
where you're going, right?
yeah, essentially. So, but what's really hard about baseball in Canada is like we have to use indoor facilities, and like as an outfielder,
It's not
Like,
good at all.
no,
You
the
need
roofs are
space.
like the
need the
roofs.
space.
They're just not high enough. Like
Yeah, sometimes the
so-
balls hit the roof. I'm guessing.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. And then the
so-
reed is deflecting. You have to calculate the deflection angle.
yeah, bro. Yeah. So, anyways, it's just really hard to, I guess,
You get at it.
yeah, get
'Cause you're missing the facilities,
get
right?
better at outfielding indoors. But we do what we can. So when we do reads, it'll just be like short kind of throws from our coach. Like he'll just toss it up. Um, I mean, there's nothing much else we can do, right? So I mean, our main priority as outfielders is just working our arm, getting our arm strength greater. So because that's
Yeah.
important as an outfielder, right?
So what about like communication wise and stuff? Do you guys like call out numbers and stuff like that to coordinate? Like, how's that?
So we'll do some communication drills, like in game. Like I was saying, the catcher's running everything. So
But like he's back there.
I
The
know.
outfielders, there's no way they can hear him.
He's gotta be loud though. But like,
Oh wow, he
if-
just screams.
I mean, everyone on the field should know what's happening, but like you just gotta say it just in case. So like the catcher will say it, then like the infielders will convey it. They'll say it. So when you get a ball in a game as an outfielder or really anywhere,
Yeah.
there's always someone like yelling what base to throw to.
Oh right,
what
right,
to
right.
do,
So you know what to do. So you
Yeah.
don't freeze up or anything.
Yeah.
Have you ever had some sort of like accident thing, like you freeze up or like they don't know what they're doing? Like, has it ever got bad?
Yeah, like
have you seen that stuff?
I
happen
mean,
before?
yeah, it's gone bad. Like, there's been a couple times in game where I've heard like two different bases what to throw to, so I just I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and what do you do in that moment? Do you just have to make your own decision, I guess,
Honestly, like I just try and get it in as fast as I can. Like,
and let them deal with it?
yeah, like
Right.
there's always as an outfielder, there should always be like a cutoff guy because some of the throws are pretty long. So you got to get like a guy in the middle.
Oh right.
So I'll just try and get it in there.
So have you ever played cricket or no?
No.
No.
I've never played cricket. No.
And
I don't know.
what are your thoughts on cricket?
I don't know.
To me, it's the closest thing to baseball. Because I was back in New Zealand, right? So all the guys are British.
Oh yeah.
And there was a lot of British Indian people there too. So they all love cricket, and cricket was like the sport.
Mhm,
And like I played a little bit of cricket too. It was kind of fun. I kind of liked it, but yeah. Is it
I
kind of
mean-
similar? Like no, nowhere near. I feel like
no,
the
it's
game.
close.
I feel like it's kind of close. Kind of.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Honestly, like it's the closest thing you can get to baseball.
right. Minus softball and all that stuff. Right?
Yeah, other than
Yeah.
that. But like honestly, it seems fun. I kind of want to try it, but I see a call playing it
Yeah.
sometimes on the field.
Yeah.
I kind of want to join in, just like.
It's I played some as a kid. It's pretty fun and like yeah they. Oh, the only thing I remember is they're like freaking 30 degrees. They're wearing the full set of gear, and they're like dying in there. And oh my god, it looks so bad.
If you vibe with this combo, drop a like, leave a comment, and hit that sub button. We'll catch you next time on Different Walks, Different Talks.